Hey guys, welcome to Dungeon Talks, where you talk the authentic, unfiltered reality of the happenings in the sports and fitness industry in Trinidad and Tobago. Today we are under the Barbell with the man himself as usual, Mr. Rand Phillip,
Good night, good night.
and we're talking things as usual. So one of the things that just happened recently in the sport of powerlifting is we have a new executive, and honestly, congratulations to the new appointees, and I look forward to seeing the growth, the growth and the new ideas that will be injected into this field of powerlifting. I look forward to seeing how the sport grows and how we could actually one gain how the sport could grow in the country, as well as we have the higher quality of athletes. We also know we have Rondell and we have Joseph going out for Worlds. That is as
Here we
far as
have
Trinidad go, there's literal world class. Like that's
right.
to have two trainees on the world stage competing against the best and the best competing
The
against each
males,
other.
then we have some females too.
We have right,
We can't
yes,
leave them
yes,
out. We have
yes, yes.
Zara, we have Kezia, and we have Jay,
Right.
Dorise Allen. Yeah, right. So, yeah.
No, so
decent contingent going out there.
decent contingent,
They've
yeah.
worked hard.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see them out there, man.
Yeah, me too, me too. And like for the new executive, I'll message you guys personally, but Dale, as the president, bro, I would love to have an interview. Love to sit with you and see hear your ideas, see your vision for taking things forward. And yeah, no, yeah, and I don't know. I look forward to the new ideas. I mean, we thank the former administration
Yes,
for doing what they did.
exceptional job.
Who did a great job.
Powerlifting is back because of them.
Talk about that. I don't really know
I mean, all this stuff that's been going on behind the scenes, they have made it very easy for us to come out and enjoy the sport that we love. All right. The administration, I have to big up Lisa Brown.
Right.
All right. I know she has gone above and beyond as our general secretary, all right, as well as Adrian Brown, as well as our president, standing at the helm, all right, dealing with everything that is international related and thing. All right, a lot of things that we, the members, don't see. All right. A lot of things happen behind the scenes that they made smooth for us to enjoy doing what it is we do. So hats off to them.
So you've done. I mean, you had to actually communicate for like traveling for national teams and the administrative side of the sport, right? I guess what what does a horrible administration look like? How if as a coach, I guess if you had to make your administration better, if you were in charge, we're not telling people what to do, we're just giving our opinions, right?
No, I've never liked politics at all. You know, there's rules and guidelines, and that's the stuff that I abide by. All right. So once everyone does that, I'd expect things to run smoothly. You see things that would make something bad as people doing things for their personal gain.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's the only thing for me that would make things run a little sour. All right. But then you still have individuals who would be a thorn in an administration like that backside.
Yeah.
And I would see myself as somebody like that.
Who's that one?
All right. Because, man, rules, fair is fair. All right. Things run smooth when everybody is game, especially in a federation, man. It's a federation.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Everyone has their role to play, right? And it's just to play it, right? So once people bat in their crease and do what they're supposed to do, things will be smooth, all right? Respect people's role and just keep it rolling.
No, I think I really and truly Trinidad is listen, and there's not with only in powerlifting. It's just in sports in general, or you could say just with people in general, right? We tend to look out for our own, and sometimes when we're in positions of power, we take care of our people first. But when we have um when it's a small sport, right? The whole sport is affected by that kind of mentality of, oh, I take care of my people now, boy. It's like, because it's like this. These people are eating for a day while their people are in charge, and then when the other administration, the others come into power,
Their people
they
would.
take care of their people,
Right,
and
right.
then it's like, when you look at it collectively, the whole sport is suffering now, boy. And
Right.
the place in some sports,
Mm.
especially in Trinidad, it's so small that everybody knows everybody. You
Mm.
could, like, I think, so for a sport like powerlifting, or for rugby, or for water polo, or for what else? These are the three sports that I just call to play that I know for a fact. All the stakeholders of these sports, all the athletes of these sports, all of them could come and sit down in a pavilion, right? And look. And everybody could kind of know everybody. You could have
Mm.
a nationals or whatever and
Mm.
see everybody. But yet still we have the politics and whatever, people
Mm.
being greedy, people, thinking that, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, you can't help people's egos,
Mm.
right? Um, and I guess if our man feeling slighted and is, by forget him, wherever, that's how you think there's fracture. But as far as I look at it, we all suffer as a result.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah,
Mike.
yeah. It's different when it is here. You are part of a group now that has a constitution that is voted in
Right.
and vetted by the members itself, right? And we have that. So personal gain is something that you'd have to be pretty brave to do blatantly and openly,
Mm-hmm.
right? And we just open up that little pamphlet, that article, and point out, hey, article so and so, according to the
Yeah, yeah,
constitution,
yeah.
you are breaching this thing, and we're not having that. You know,
I
right?
also think the if you are in the executive of anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you are the person in charge and there's a constitution, you should make sure that all of your actions fall within the constitution.
But
As
you're
a
gonna have
matter of
to.
fact, what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
as a matter of fact, I think if you, as a leader within an organization,
Mm-hmm.
right, does not know the constitution of your own organization,
Mm-hmm.
you shouldn't be fit to be leading that organization. Like,
True.
I mean, it's as
True.
simple as that. So if you, in my opinion, if you act counter to the rules and the governing of your organization, regardless of your intentions, it means
Mm-hmm.
that you're not fit to lead. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. This is a task. This is a task, and this is not a jokey position to hold, right? And if it is, people aren't sure of their roles, use the AI, put the constitution into the AI, and pull up what does this role do
Mm,
according to the constitution. What can't I do? What
mm.
can I do? And all will be well.
May I say this?
You know.
What does Ryan Phillip
Mhm.
expect or would like to see from this new administration, if
Oh, the only
anything?
thing I really want to see from the administration, I want to see us lay down a standard,
Mm,
right? That we uphold no matter what, whatever faction, it does not matter. Let's use an example here. Let's say to be able to be a member of the national team,
mhm,
you must be no less than 80% of the current world record total. All right? I think that is going to raise the worth, what it means to be a national powerlifter
mhm,
in Trinidad and Tobago, right? I think that should cause members to work harder
harder.
toward being able to compete at a nationals. Because
Mm,
one, if it is you have to have 80 to be on the national team.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say, let nationals be somewhere between 75% to be able to compete
Compete
at the
internationals.
nationals. Not 70,
Uh-huh.
right? Let it be 75, right? So that you could have the honor of competing
competing at the nationals.
amongst the national best,
Uh-huh.
all right? All right? And be close enough to actually being a part of the team maybe the following year.
So
That's what I want to see, the standard being
right.
imposed and upheld.
I agree with you. I do not.
Yeah.
I have no problems with that at all. Right. My thing with that would be
Mhm.
the logistics of doing it. Now, I do recognize the sport in Trinidad
Mhm.
has grown astronomically
Right.
if you check the past from the past 5 years ago, like
Okay.
pre-COVID to
Right.
now, right?
So
There's a bunch of athletes. But what I'm saying is,
Mhm.
if we are to have the meets, right, like nationals and whatever, if the athletes have to host the nationals,
Right.
how many people would we actually have, right, to compete to make the standard? You know what I mean?
Okay, so now watch this.
Uh-huh.
This is TTPF national meets we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Let everybody else do smaller meets, developmental meets.
Right.
Of everything must be sanctioned by the TTPF, yes?
Yes, yeah.
So
Yeah.
there can be meets. There's one power, there's raw fitness. I
Mhm.
might host one myself.
Mhm.
All right. Let these other meets be the entry point for people to feel out what
Yeah.
powerlifting is.
Yeah.
Where they get opportunities to increase their totals.
Mhm.
Not walking into a nationals to try to do it.
You know something?
No. You have to earn, every other sport, you have to earn the right to walk onto the senior team.
Yeah.
All right? There are prerequisites, there are different tiers.
Mhm.
Let the A tier operate. Every other major lifting nation, the UK has the A tier, America has the A tier,
Mhm.
France has the A tier,
Mhm.
right? 8 men, 8 females. 8 junior men, 8 junior females. All right? Not 100 people. All right? Let the standard be the standard.
Mhm.
You see the same faces for the UK for the past 3-4 years. Let the standard remain the standard. All right? If those other countries of that size could do that, why can't we do that?
Yeah.
Why can't we do that? Because the UK has the North region, the South, East, West. All right? You have to be the best of the best in all those things, then to come into the middle to class. All right?
I want to say something.
So,
Go ahead. Well, you finish?
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I another thing with the junior, with the like smaller meets and whatever, right?
Yeah.
I don't know the logistics of it, and I know for a fact that this will maybe require sponsors and whatever. But please, cash prizes. Here's my thing, right?
I
Let me
Okay,
let me
you
let me
go and
yeah, let me
I'll
right?
respond after.
Right?
Right.
Being an athlete in Trinidad or being an athlete, period, right,
Mhm.
requires a lot of time, sacrifice, commitment,
Yeah.
right? And it often becomes a second job, right? Now, let me be real, time is money and people need to live.
Mhm.
If I am taking time out of my day to pursue a sport,
Mhm.
right? Yes, I'm doing it for my own means, but if we want to be the best, if you
Mhm.
want to have high level athletes or whatever,
Mhm.
it requires a different level of sacrifice.
Mhm.
I wouldn't, if I were to be competing, wouldn't necessarily want to compete for free or compete for pips or compete for, hopes of going to the next level. That is great and all, but here's what: when I get to the next level, I need money to be able to go and afford to go on the trips. I need money for food. I need money for gym memberships. And sometimes, we being real, not everybody is fortunate and has the abilities to accomplish all that they're doing with just the salary, the daily salary number, because they're still going to have to work. So I think that if the sport there was more money in it for the athletes, right? It would it would motivate people to really come in because they have something to gain now by, and everybody can benefit, right?
But
Now,
that's going to be the wrong mindset for those that are up and coming. For I
yeah,
understand what you're saying. That's and definitely sponsors will have to be involved in
yeah.
something, and then that is something where the best of the best in Trinidad could compete for. All right.
Before you continue, right? Sponsors would have to come on board, right?
Mm-hmm.
Corporate Trinidad and whatever.
Right.
But do you think, based on what powerlifting currently is in Trinidad, that we actually have a good product to offer these sponsors so they have enough to invest in, basically?
I think we do. We have the best in the world.
Yeah, we do.
We have Rondell. We have Joseph. We
Mm-hmm.
have Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
We have McSween.
Mm-hmm.
We have Kezia.
Yeah,
We have Zara.
yeah.
All right.
We have
We have
Rashawn. We have
yes. We
yeah.
have Rashawn.
Yeah.
We have a good handful of world class athletes that can be competitive on the international stage. All right. We also have a handful of people that are coming up behind them as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So with time, we are going to have an entire army.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That is Trinidad and Tobago. That will be making waves internationally. Something that the amount of money that they put behind athletes this year
Yeah.
for the Ministry of Sports.
Yeah.
All right. That's if the federation were to get that money for at least what six athletes worth of that money that they got there,
Mm-hmm.
they're probably going to be able to send at least 10 or 12 athletes, all expenses paid.
Yeah.
You understand?
You know
Right?
something? Something that like just doing a man is talking about growth to the sports and how we talking all of these, world class athletes that we have here. Um, there is no disrespect to anybody at all. This is I talking about what I know, right? I know it have history, but I'm talking what I know, right? I remember when the people from the green room, like when Sanji, when Rondell, when like people like Sayana and whatever, like that was powerlifting. Like I know there's other names that I am not familiar with. I'm not again no disrespect to anybody.
Pioneers. And I
But
mean,
I
they're
would
older
love to
folks
talk
too,
to these. I would love to talk to some of
Yeah.
these people, right? About I guess the differences between. I mean, Rondell is still around, and Rondell is still very much active, and he's now the trustee for
Yeah.
on this new administration. But I would love to get his perspective or people from that era of powerlifting on what they think it is today, how did they see it coming in this direction, and maybe their opinions on how we can make it better because we've definitely come a very long way.
Well, to me, it's developing as it should, and it's way beyond what it should be. All right, RSC and Yatali, they're doing a damn good job building athletes.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
We are doing a damn
mm-hmm.
good job at NGP building
Yeah.
athletes. All right, I would boldly say we are the powerhouses here that are churning out power lifters that are capable of taking on the international scene.
Yeah.
All right. What more do you want to do for powerlifting? You don't already have us doing it indirectly. All right. That's our jobs. All right. To churn out these athletes and make sure that Trinidad and Tobago have what the powerlifting community calls now in the IPF shooters. Right. All right. It takes time to do that as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Powerlifting is not as easy as most people would think it is.
Mm-hmm.
So people from early days, and I'm not going to say in my opinion it's a fact, they have not been doing it or they were not doing it long enough to actually reach that point to say like, oh crap. Is this something that I want to choose my words carefully here,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's not a hobby.
No,
It
you
is
can't
not
do this
a
for
hobby.
can't do this for
All
fun,
right.
boy.
It
It
is
could
not.
be fun, but you cannot do this for fun.
It is something that has to be built into your lifestyle.
Yeah.
It is not fun. It is not a game. It is something that could significantly disrupt your life, your
Your well-being,
wellness,
yeah,
your well-being.
yeah.
All right, you go and get licked down and cannot function properly again. All right, that affects your life, the quality of your life. So
Mm-hmm.
it is not a game. All right, and a lot of people entry level would call it that until it's not a game any longer when they actually get stronger and better. Then it becomes something serious, just like
And that's literally what I was now going to
any
say.
other
It has a
sport.
level state.
People were sweating in the streets
Yeah,
before
versus
some
professional.
gem
Yep,
that they pull out of the streets to go and play club football,
yep.
and then they get coaching, and they go to the next level, and they become so good that
Mm-hmm.
they're scouted by somebody internationally,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden the little sweat
Mm-hmm.
that was a hobby
It was turned
turned
into
into a career.
money. Yep.
All right,
But
and that is the disrespect that a lot of people would have for powerlifting. Do not confuse it with just gym bro stuff on lifting heavy in a gym,
yeah,
because it has to start off with a foundation first. You're not going to be a world champion in 1 year. Go from here with that.
yeah.
All right, you're not going to do that. This thing is going to take time. All right, I've watched the growth of Joseph. I've watched the growth of Joel from Bago. I've watched the growth of all of these boys and them, and it
It
about
took
three,
time.
4 years
It
for
took
them to get to
time.
where they are
It
right
took time.
now.
It took for
All right,
Rundle
right.
to reach where he is right now. It takes time.
All
Yeah.
right, all right, and it's consistent effort.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you keep on chipping away until you see the diamond.
And the next thing too is you're playing a game of diminishing returns, and
True.
sometimes if you're not mentally strong,
Mhm.
right? Because you're going to fail. You're going to fail.
It becomes mental at some point. I
Yeah,
mean, fatigue could kick in. I mean, and fatigue will kick
it
in.
will. It will.
If it is you're a beginner and you're making some rapid gains, you're going to reach a point when things don't progress the way that they used to.
Mm-hmm.
Things have to get more specific, and your mentals must be able to handle that too. Because you can go a whole year of not seeing physical gains, but there could be things on the internal system like your tendons and ligaments getting stronger
Yeah.
and capable enough for the transfer of the force. So let's say you go a whole year and those things are strengthening beneath, but you don't know and you're impatient and you feel you're not making gains, you find your coach and say, I'm not going to do powerlifting again. And then if the next year,
Yeah.
all of a sudden your squat goes up 50 pounds. All of a sudden your deadlift goes up. Your bench shoots up.
I have
You
a
know,
I have a I have a question. I think we cannot talk about this like sometime before, right? But I kind of want to ask the question a different way, right? We talk about. I know I asked you some time ago, how long should an athlete trust the process, right? But I think there are many ways to skin a cat. We know that, and the way you might go about building somebody else might go about it differently, right?
Mhm.
Um, should an athlete? Do you think? All right. Which should a athlete prioritize more? The relationship between the coach in terms of the personality and how well they mesh, right? In terms of philosophies,
Mm.
or I guess how good the track record of the person. Does that make sense what I'm asking you?
Um, it does make sense, but both of them would have to be taken into consideration too. All right. If it is we are talking about the process and how long they should trust the process, it's going to be for the long haul.
So
Right.
so I mean so when somebody hires a coach,
Mm.
right? How I guess regardless of who it is, and this would
Yeah.
obviously account for like how long you're in the sport, your gender,
Yeah.
like what phase if you come back from it, all of these factors that we have to consider, right?
Yeah.
But I guess how long should somebody, if you had to put a number to it, trust the process essentially before they be like, this man, nah, this woman, nah, I jump in ship
I give it at least a year.
a year.
Give it at least a year. All right. 3 months is too short for anything to really significantly start to take place. 6 months, you might start to get to learn how this person starts to tick. 9 months, you might, once it is you start dialing things based on what you're seeing in front of you, you might start to get an idea as to the direction of the person in that capacity that they're in.
Mhm.
All right. They're going to grow, they're going to build muscle. provided you're not cutting down their body weight and that kind of thing, and they're just progressing. All right, 9 months you'll have an idea as to what they can handle. All right, because parameters will change. This is in a perfect setting and a perfect world. All right, and let's just think, just moving linear and have no undulation. The
Right,
person is
right, right.
doing
Yeah.
everything that they're supposed to be doing. All right, around 9 months you can find a path, and a year. All right, things should definitely be in a position where it's like, yeah, I am confident that this is the structure, this is the amount of work that is needed. This system can now fit into this person's life, right? And then you start to build on top of that foundation. All right. In some cases, let's say if it's a beginner, it's about 2 years. It's about 2 years for you to really figure that out. You can figure it out up front, but then that person beginner there are so many things that have to be going in the right direction. Muscle mass has to be something that is taken into consideration. All right, slow and steady. The skill of the movement. All of these things will take time to actually hold. All right, so um, you have to trust the process. You have to, and you cannot come in expecting to be a rondel from a beginner in a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, you cannot. That's disrespectful
Yeah.
to rondel.
To Rondell,
All
100%.
right, and that's
100%.
disrespectul to anybody now who now comes into powerlifting here and says, "Hey, I come into to beat Joseph, and I come in to beat Caleb, and I come in to beat anybody who has been doing this thing for 3 to 5 years, and you're now going to
still
start."
3 to 5 years is not a long
And
time.
it's not a lot of
because
time.
when you
Like,
look at
I recently came back from Texas there, and talking to David Ricks, he was asking Cordell. All right, that's Masters 120.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing powerlifting? And Cordell told him, I started at 33, 34 years old, so around 4 or 5 years. And Ricks laughed at him. He said, "You're green, you're a baby. You are a baby. I've been doing this thing for 20 something years. You understand? Right? So just relax yourself.
Yeah.
And enjoy your training.
Yeah.
Right? And all will be well. All right. Yeah. So it's a game free long haul.
This is a more general question, right? If you had a person who's like a nobody, right? Never train, never really play sports and whatever, right? But you have to make them into a powerlifter, right? How would you go about building their physicality and
It's
and
going to
whatnot?
be, like I said, physicality and building. I mean, it's going to be general physical preparedness. All right. Obviously, it would be drills that are generalized, core, glutes, getting all of those functional patterns online, then teaching the skill of the basic forms of the movements that we are going to be doing, like the squat, the hinge, all right, without even touching a bar, all right, because they're going to have to master those things first. They're going to have to master body control, all right, and then they're not even going to be doing the free range movement. They're going to be doing segmented portions of the main lifts, all right, and then eventually graduating to the full movement itself in time, all right, and that's going to be probably anywhere from, depending on how fast the learner is, anywhere from 2 to 3 months of that, all right, and then you start building from there instead of throwing somebody into the fire or throwing somebody into the water and hoping that they could swim. You understand?
Something that I'm
Because I'll jump in here. I mean, that's how Maria was. That's my my
Maria.
girlfriend. Maria came out of the couch.
Yeah,
In
literally,
2022,
Maria
she
was
said,
doing anything.
I'm feeling left out. I want to do that too. And that's what a lot of people don't understand where she's come from, but has opinions on what
I
it is
forget
they
Maria
see.
was one of those people.
Maria
from
was
nothing.
Maria was from the
literally off the couch.
I remember Maria's first session. She just she squat the safety bar with the 10 pound bumper plate on her side, and she was doing that off of the box, and it was
hard.
it was very very hard. So from 2022 to now, she's squatting 175 kilos. That's 386 pounds.
Yeah, bro.
All right, and that's hard, pure work that she's done. All right, she could have deadlift. She was long, so she could get.
Yeah.
She got 225 up front. All right, but then she's been able to build that to 407. All right, and and then she's joined the bench now. So coming from the doing nothing, no sporting background, nothing. It's a different ball game. You understand? All right. So when you see certain people come off the bat and they make gains up front and they claim it to be noobs, and you look back and be like, okay, what sport did you play? And how long did you play that sport for?
Yeah.
Because that is how your body is developed like that to be able to do this at a decent level first, and then probably, I think coming from another sport, you have a higher chance of being a very good powerlifter. All right.
I have said this once and I'll say it again.
Yeah.
There are some things that make powerlifting. Alright. I would say from a strictly athletic point of view, powerlifting is one of the easiest sports.
Okay, athleticism.
From athleticism,
and
that's what I mean.
athleticism is like football and all them
that's
things.
what I'm going to say.
All right.
Like, don't get me wrong, mentally, you still have to think, you still have to commit to
Physically
nutrition.
and mentally.
It's still difficult.
This is hard.
No, it is
But
hard.
this is not easy.
It is
But
not
I
easy.
see when people say this thing is the easiest sport. I was like,
It's easier in terms of
go from
athleticism.
here, bro.
It's easier in terms of a skill to
You know how to
master.
cut and
It's
thing?
easier to master a squat than maybe it is to shoot a basketball, probably. Or to,
Okay.
you understand what I'm saying? Like, it requires, in my
Master
opinion,
a 70% squat.
well, again, lifting heavy is also, lifting heavy is a skill. Lifting heavy is a skill. But, for example,
Alright,
like, I think it could, alright, this is my opinion. I think it would be easier for you to take a sprinter, right, and make him a good powerlifter, right?
A sprinter.
A sprint. Okay, let me go somewhere more.
So you said printer, no?
No. Let me go something more complex. Maybe a footballer, right?
Yeah.
I think it'd be easier to take a footballer and turn him into a powerlifter, but then take a powerlifter and turn him into a footballer.
I agree.
You understand?
Yeah.
Like, powerlifting, I think, is kind of the basis of all sports, right?
Yes.
And powerlifting, and you said this, and maybe other people might have this opinion, but powerlifting only becomes powerlifting when it's on a platform.
Correct.
Outside of that, it's just strength training.
Correct. Strength training.
So,
Correct.
I think it would powerlifting actually would be a brilliant base to have for, like, in schools and whatever, to ensure athletes of the next generation. And it doesn't need to be lifting ridiculously heavy, but we have tools like velocity trackers and these kind of things.
Those tools. But it should be, because when I did this course in Sweden, this IPF level 2 thing, they train the youths, and they have the youths on. They have programming that they've done 1 to 2 years in advance.
Yeah.
And it's never anything heavy at all. So the youths are developing the skills, right?
Good.
And obviously the strength over time under somebody who is
qualified and has the experience and whatever.
To guide them.
We have this misconception of like, weight is bad for youth, right? We used to, growing up, I had that. You older than me, so you would have had it as well. Do you think that's still the case, boy? Like, generally, I don't
think it's bad at all. Once the person teaching the youth is able to guide them properly, to make sure that they're lifting well.
Yeah.
And it obviously is not going to be a 44-pound, 20 kilo barbell.
Yeah.
It will be stages to it. It might be a 15 kilo. It might be a 10 kilo child's bar or a broomstick. All right, and you're teaching patterns, and you're not teaching full range patterns when you're looking to transition them from this. You're going to be segmenting it.
But the next thing, the thing with children is, especially like babies, like, they inherently move properly.
Yeah.
Like, the technique for how they do things is off the bat naturally, just, and then obviously when they're children, they're soaking things up, it's easier. So like, bro, if you're able to get like a 5-year-old, because you want to start before that, if you're able to get a 5-year-old and train a 5-year-old for 10 years, they will be a monster.
Yeah, styrofoam barbell, broomstick, 5 kilo barbell.
That
That
bro,
type of stuff.
I would actually like. I don't know if these things exist in Trinidad, right? And the thing about the what I'm about to discuss is a long form kind of, you have to follow these things for years. But it would be great if we had like how they do it in China, right? You go in the schools, you spot the people with the traits, and you put them into a program.
All right, so now watch this.
But funding is a thing.
Who's you send? Who you gonna send the the youths for the traits? You have to send experienced kind of guys, right? You have to, right?
Do we really have the?
No, you're gonna have to. You understand what I'm saying?
No, that's it. That's a good thing about that, because like we have the talent, now, and the sport is growing, right? But do we actually see a pipeline for its continued? Because I feel like you're seeing one or two people like popping up, but it's almost, at least from where I sit. I could be wrong, I could be wrong. Where I sit, I feel like I'm seeing enough youth to maybe replace the people that are already here. But in terms of growth, I don't know.
Yeah,
And I could be wrong. I admit that I could be wrong.
How committed they are in the first place.
That's the next thing too.
It's gonna
Because
be
his parents and other things are another factor in this.
school and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I saw some of the older heads. Well, I was in a conversation with them over there in Age Division Nationals in Texas, where they were talking about a lot of people that you see in front of you, they would not be here 5 years on the road. You understand? So if it is your last 5, 8 years, you're a boss, regardless of what happens if you are still around after that time.
True,
All right, because this thing is going to reward the man that stays there the longest. You understand? And you could see a lot of that if it is you were paying attention to powerlifting from years back. Mike Teixeira is still around.
I have a thing.
He's a boss. He's a legend.
I have a thing, right? Rondell Hunt. Rondell Hunt is a household name, and he's been doing this for over a decade at this point, probably.
Yeah.
Right? He is, I'm not sure, but Rondell could be about like 30. How old Rondell?
I think he's younger than me by 1 year. Maybe
Okay,
30, maybe 30.
Okay. No, because he's still relatively young, but I was trying to think about, in your opinion, given the amount of time that he's been training for, where he is at right now, do you think he has a lot further to go in this sport? I mean, the man is the best in the world, one of the greats for sure. But like, you think he's at the upper limit?
He is at a very high limit.
Insanely
all right,
high limit, yeah.
And to be doing that as frequently as he does, that's testament as well to how long he's been in the game. All right, but now, even getting older, right? He's going to have to be smarter to keep it going, but I think he can continue it for all the way up into masters,
And there's the next thing
right.
too.
I think that I think he can adapt well to almost any circumstance. All right, and it's all about the decisions that you make at that level that would make or break you. Those weights are very, very heavy.
Yeah.
All right, and programming that can be a challenge. All right, it can be something that you're not sure as to how well a cycle could go. All right, the things that you do leading up into those specific blocks where you push and you see him doing the ridiculous loads, 800 squats and 900 deadlifts, something that matters. Everything he does matters, and I know he knows that
it matters.
That matters too.
What I am what I am intrigued about, and honestly, this is a pleasure to be able to have this discussion, and I really want to give a round of applause for the two men that are about to discuss, right? Rondell and Joseph. Dog, we have no matter the side of the fence you stand on, like we have two world champions in the male division. We have the women, of course, right? That are the greats. Now, do you think that we would be that because of well youth, Joseph has youth on his side, right? That Joseph would be able to beat Rondell. I think Rondell some there's not controversial, but I mean we all there's real I thinking about
I
it.
don't think anybody should be offended by
I
anything
know
that we're talking
we
about right
giving
now.
men the flowers.
All
We giving
right.
men the flowers.
Yeah, Joseph has the capacity to do it. All right, and if it's anybody to do it, it better be somebody with the red, white, and black,
I would love it.
and nobody else,
I
so that we
yeah
will still
yeah
be able to boast, hey,
yeah.
we have the baddest. All right, and it's not red, white, and blue, right, or anybody else. All right,
Yeah.
let it be Trinidadian blood. All right, let the baton be passed like Usain Bolt passing it to his
The
other fellow. Let it be passed like that. All right, and again, you never know who's in the stables waiting for an opportunity as well. All right, but from what I am seeing, I do not think anybody could really rabs with them too.
yeah,
You
boy.
know, all right. Joseph is a extremely hard worker. I have seen that personally. I've watched that. All right, and the amount of muscle that young boy have. All right, so once he's able to tap into all, and what I mean tap into all, once all of them come online to
The
fulfill the
fire, yeah,
task at hand,
yeah,
it is going to be something very filthy.
yeah.
And even when the brain says, "Oh shit, we are at this sticking point, we need to send into overdrive," it's going to be something even more
Yeah,
ridiculous that he's going to be able to pull out of his hat.
yeah.
All right, and as with all things, once he remains healthy, all right, he is going to consistently trend upward. All right, how are you going to stop that? All right, this game is once you're on that level, you can't afford to
Can't
miss.
slip.
All
Can't
right, and
slip.
with numbers being the way that they are right now, it could be anybody's game. All
Mm-hmm.
right, Rondell is into the thousands in on a total, and that's incredible stuff.
Yeah.
All right, but just like cricket, it's how you show up on the day.
True.
You
True. True.
understand? All
True.
right.
True. True.
So you never know. That is, you can't predict meet conditions. You can't predict the referees that you're going to have. You
Yeah.
can't predict how well your block is going to go if you're going to be carrying some kind of niggle into battle.
Yeah.
You don't know. All right. And that's why I think when you reach that level, there can be some sort of banter or whatever, but it should not be excessive because this is a very unpredictable sport at that level. It's unpredictable. All right.
It's incredibly dangerous.
You could have a real crappy day morning, and that affects your stress from that affects what you're going to do
Mm-hmm.
later on in the day, and that you make a wrong call or decision in a warm up jump and then something happens. You don't know.
Yeah.
All right, and this is it. Definitely have to be prayed and covered up in these preps. All right, because yeah, man, the body was not meant to be doing this. We put the body
Through
through
this.
this.
Yeah.
All right, and we ask it to do things that
No,
normal people just will not do. You know.
I want to before we go any further, for the contingent that is going to Wolves from Trinidad and Tobago, Rondell Hunt, Joseph, the females we have Zaria going,
Zara,
Zara,
because you're
Kezia, and
Jay.
Jay.
Yeah,
For the five of you all, I wish you all nothing but the best. Good luck
yeah.
in your training program. Stay healthy. Stay happy. Really hope you enjoy the process because
And
I
let
know
the
that's not
world
easy.
know Trinidad and Tobago have.
Put me on the map, dog.
You
Put me on
understand?
the map. So yeah, all the best to you all.
Because it does help
We're
when
looking
you
forward
fly
to great
outside
things.
there and they know Trinidad and Tobago. So when you say I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, it's like, oh, okay, Rondell.
Yeah, no, no, it's true.
and Joseph.
Yeah,
Yeah, like yeah,
like
yeah,
Lara with West Indies.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
Rondell is probably like
Brian Lam.
our Brian Lara dog, like in terms of equivalence of the
Yeah,
sport. Yeah,
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 yeah. Well, I'm gonna enjoy this one. This one, I want to see the performances from each and every one of them.
mm,
I'm looking forward to the 120. All right. I want to see how them boys and them gonna deal with the expectation
yeah.
that's
There's a
on
lot
their
of pressure on
shoulder.
them. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Expectation is
yeah, yeah.
different. All right. It's
I wonder. There's something I wonder.
mm,
I don't know these guys that personally, but I wonder if when they do in battle, they're gonna be helping each other. Or if it's like use my competition, but I just focus on myself. Because I mean, politics is an individual sport.
nah,
You
man.
want to win, you know what I
I
mean?
don't know. I think they're both gonna be in their own zones. All right, and they're both gonna cut down whatever it is in front of them. You know.
Yeah, if I had to
So
kill you, I mean,
all
always only
right.
room for one, right?
All right, and you would expect nothing less. All
It's
right.
competition is sport, yeah.
And yeah, they both trained their tails off, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see, you know. And I mean, and if one falls, I hope the other one avenges him versus the other competitors from other nations.
Yeah,
You understand?
yeah.
Let that number one spot go to a Trini, no matter what.
So the thing that I was talking to you about, so we know about the men, right?
Mm,
We know about their chances in this sport, right? They
mm,
are against, um, me personally, guess because I haven't really been keeping up with it. That is this probably just on me.
mm.
We think our chances realistically on the female side of things.
Oh well, I think these are the well. Zara went to Worlds
Mm-hmm.
last year.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think she would have been our first female to go to Worlds ever.
Mm-hmm.
And now having Kezia and Jay go there with her. All right, we have three females now
Mm-hmm.
out there. All right, so that is a win for Trinidad and
One
Tobago
hundred percent, dog.
already. All right,
100%.
I just want to see them hold their own out there, lift all nine. All right,
Yeah.
and just absorb every moment of it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not going to call it fun because they go into war. It is going to be a battle. That's a world championship competition. All right. Um, that experience should definitely ignite the fire under each and every one of their
Mm-hmm.
belts and push them to greater heights. All
100.
right. Because Kazi is doing extremely well.
Mm-hmm.
All right. From what I've seen so far, all right. Her husband is Rondell, so
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
expect her to do some great things. All right. I think I saw Jay would have gotten. Uh, she may have experienced some kind of setback. All right, and but she's still going out to represent Trinidad and Tobago in spite of that. So I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, she's not backing out. All right, this is from what I've
What have you?
seen.
What are you
What I've
privy to? What
seen.
you?
All
Yeah. Yeah.
right. So she's getting stripes for that alone. All right. So her reaching out there and doing whatever she does, definitely going to rate it. And well, Zara's fine. I saw her squat 230 kgs, 507 the other day. It looked
That's
fast. It looked
insane.
like she's setting up to squat something over 250. So I would like to see that.
I would like to
All
see that
right.
as well.
And yeah, she's gonna be in a class with some monstrous females.
That's
So
what I'm talking about.
right.
Like, what are the actual
So
chances we have? So I mean,
um,
like,
that's the class with Sonita
right.
and them. So
So,
I
but
mean,
Jay's class, right? Jay going out there, well, injured. I
I
mean,
really I really not paid attention to other female athletes
outside. All right, but we can't
other
talk
than
and we
what's
don't know. So,
in
right.
Trinidad.
Yeah.
All right. The female athlete that I would have been Looking at, and she would have been the Polish one, Agata.
Okay,
All
yeah,
right.
she's 76.
I think she's a 76, 84,
Okay,
76.
somewhere. Okay, okay,
All
okay.
right. But I kind of stopped watching female powerlifting internationally.
Mm-hmm.
I like Carlina Tongotea though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's very bad. I think she's 84 this year now. All right. But those are your world class females anyway. All right, and you would expect them to continue in their you know in
Yeah.
their ways. All right. But I think with what I saw from the nominations, and I don't nominations don't really tell you the whole story. Those totals could have been from periods where maybe 6 months before the federation nominated it, and that athlete could be at a totally different
Different
level.
level. Yeah, yeah,
All
yeah.
right. But I think Kezia, if I'm not mistaken, was nominated eighth
In the world.
in that weight 76.
Right, right,
And
right,
I
right,
think
right.
there's like 25 plus athletes in that whole who are registered to compete. And I think she can shake that up, move up, solidify a couple of spots higher than that. All right. So I'm looking forward to that.
This, this
Yeah.
is a, this is a, this
I
is a
don't I don't
great.
know what I don't know what Jay was
Where she's
nominated
wrong.
at, but her showing up to the meet by
Is a, yeah.
you know
Again,
so
all the best to the athletes. It's amazing that we were able to have these conversations and call names that go into the biggest event in the world.
yeah.
I wish, as I said, wish them nothing but the best. I would really like to talk with you all of the names that going out there, souls. Talk with you all before you go, and then talk about it when you come back because people, this real difficult, and people not going to understand what's actually going on. We're not making excuses. We're not doing it. We're just talking about how we feeling, what it is, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could be. I think, as far as I am aware, this has been probably the best time in the history of Trinidad and Tobago for powerlifting.
It's the best time.
Like, with this the
Nothing. I
highest
don't. I
level,
don't
you know what I
think.
mean?
Barry, I mean, if you want to fight me down, fight me down. All right. You will lose. This is the best generation of powerlifting in Trinidad,
Ever.
and it has been over the past 3 years or so, 4 years or so. All right, and it's only getting better. People are going to heights that nobody would have imagined
Mm-hmm.
before. All right. Look at how much 700 squats we have in Trinidad and
Yes,
Tobago now.
boy.
Look how much 700 plus deadlifts we have now.
Dog.
All right, and we're talking about not only 120 and 120 plus.
I have seen it
You understand?
where it used to be in Trinidad where it's a 600-pound deadlift. They could count the number of people across
Yeah.
all weight classes
Yeah, almost
who
everybody
was doing 600.
Yeah,
Now 600 is
everybody's
whatever.
doing that.
Like-
all right. So whatever it was before, man, we have shattered that.
Yeah.
It's 320 on the squad is nothing now.
Yeah.
It's nothing. All right. You have about what 5, 6, 7 people could probably do that.
That's insane,
750 is now jokey now. You have Joel, Joseph, Rondell. All right. You have Caleb looking at McSween.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, come on, man. I mean, what powerlifting was before, it can never match what it is right now. All right. And probably you probably splice the scene with the earlier part of where we were talking about the pioneers. All right, powerlifting is way beyond what it ever was.
Yeah.
All right. And it's only getting better. You have juniors doing monstrous
things.
in Trinidad. Those who have made it to the open, all the juniors, Caleb, all right, and even with the resources that they would have had, all right, we've been able to get to that level.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Trinidad and Tobago powerlifting is up there and rising. And it really deserves a chance to be out there in unity.
Yeah.
With those that meet
The standard.
the standard. I am telling you, the world watches that. All right, you become a serious threat when everybody is at a certain standard.
Standard.
All right, 80% of those world records, they're big. All right, they're big, right? And that is 80% as a marker. It has people who will be 85, 88, even 90% of it. All
Mm-hmm.
right, and that's enough to be competitive. That is what you should be sending out. You can't send out 75, you can't send out 70. Just have athletes build behind the scenes, do smaller meets, and earn the right to be on that platform out there. Right? If it is you want to jump on a plane,
Mm-hmm.
take a vacation, go to a powerlifting specific gym. It's probably going to
Train.
cost you 15 to 20 US for the day pass. Make a reel in that gym and go home. Right? Do not jump on a plane and go out there and get
Embarrass yourself.
dragged. All
Embarrass
right.
yourself.
You
Yeah.
would want, if it is you want to spend that money, whether it's grant or whatever, you're spending money.
Yeah.
You want to go out and have something that is respectable.
Mm-hmm.
Do not tell me you just went out there to go 9 for 9. You could go 9 for 9 in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
You
They can go
understand?
9 for 9 and mock meet in the gym.
Correct. All right. But go 9 for 9 and be competitive. Whether it is you come 7th or 8th and you are competitive in relation to the totals of 1 to 8.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. You would have had an exceptional outing. All right. And you would feel good about yourself.
Yeah.
All right. If it is you would have go outside there and 7 is at let's use male whatever weight class. Let's just talk. Let's say 7th place is 800 kilos and you are 8th with 650. All right. Do not tell me you had a good outing. Don't tell me that. You understand?
Yeah.
If it is you're getting
Demolished
gone,
like that. Yeah. Yeah.
just stay here.
Yeah.
All right. Right. We have to send the best of the best outside, and we have to. People have to stop getting emotional about not getting to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You have to be good enough to do it. All right.
I like that. I think with that, I'll wrap it up. My closing statements. I look forward to this new executive. Um, there's a formal invitation to anybody who has ideas, who has something to say. This is open to all sports, but specifically we talk about powerlifting today. So within the powerlifting fraternity, you have ideas of how we could make this thing better. Sometimes I know in meetings and whatever is only so long the meetings could go, people not able to actually say what they want to say and
But
whatever.
people just don't say nothing.
Or people who just don't say anything.
You understand?
You always see the energy and the vibes that we're trying to push. So yeah, something to say, something important. Hilma, like, comment, share, subscribe. This has been another episode of Dungeon Talks with the man himself under the Barbell. And yeah, we out. Later.